decreasing sweat production and skin irritation. Heat exposure worsens acne. These workers need frequent face cleansing and good ventilation when possible. Outdoor workers, construction, landscaping, etc., experience sun exposure, heat, dirt, and sweat, multiple acne-promoting factors. Aggressive sun protection and sweat management are important. Office workers with high stress loads might experience stress-related acne. Stress management helps. Sports coaches and trainers are often in hot environments with sweat and frequent manual labor. Prevention strategies similar to athletes apply. Makeup artists and beauty professionals might have acne from product exposure or allergic reactions. Using quality, non-comedogenic products and maintaining clean equipment helps. Understanding your profession's specific acne-promoting factors allows targeted prevention. Many occupational acne factors can't be eliminated, can't stop wearing masks as healthcare worker, can't avoid heat as chef, but adapting treatments and prevention to account for occupational factors helps maintain clarity. Guide 76, Acne Myths and Misconceptions, Separating Fact from Fiction. Numerous myths about acne cause misinformation and sometimes harm. Understanding common myths helps you avoid misinformation affecting your treatment. Myth: acne results from poor hygiene. Fact: acne isn't caused by dirty skin or poor hygiene. Gentle cleansing is important, but over-cleansing worsens acne. Acne results from follicular occlusion, sebum production, bacteria, and inflammation, not dirty skin. Myth: chocolate causes acne. Fact: chocolate itself doesn't cause acne. However, high-sugar foods, which chocolate often contains, might worsen acne in some individuals through blood sugar and insulin effects. Myth: greasy foods cause acne. Fact: eating fatty foods doesn't directly cause acne through dietary fat transfer to skin. Excess calories from any source might contribute to inflammation and acne, but greasy foods specifically aren't acne-causing. Myth: acne will go away on its own eventually. Fact: some acne improves with age, but many people experience persistent acne requiring treatment. Waiting for spontaneous resolution wastes years. Myth: toothpaste treats acne. Fact: toothpaste isn't appropriate for acne and contains irritating ingredients. While older formulations sometimes contain benzoyl peroxide in tiny amounts, modern toothpastes shouldn't be used on skin. Myth: picking acne helps it heal. Fact: picking worsens acne, spreads bacteria, increases inflammation, and dramatically increases scarring risk. Never pick acne. Myth: sunlight cures acne. Fact: while temporary UV-induced drying might make acne appear better briefly, sun exposure actually worsens acne long-term through inflammation and post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Sunscreen is essential, not optional. Myth: all makeup causes acne. Fact: while some makeup clogs pores, many non-comedogenic cosmetics don't worsen acne. Appropriate cosmetic selection allows makeup use without acne worsening. Myth: acne only affects teenagers. Fact: adult acne is extremely common and can be more severe and treatment-resistant than teenage acne. Understanding that these myths are false prevents ineffective or harmful behaviors based on misinformation. Guide 77, Acne Treatment Resistance and When to Escalate Care. If acne doesn't improve despite appropriate treatment, several possibilities exist. Understanding why treatments fail helps guide next steps. Noncompliance is the most common reason treatments fail. Using treatments inconsistently, not using them as directed, or expecting results before adequate trial time has elapsed appears as treatment failure. Ensuring 8 to 12 weeks of consistent use before concluding treatment failed is important. Incorrect treatment selection for your acne type causes apparent treatment failure. Using treatments inappropriate for your acne type, for example, using salicylic acid for primarily inflammatory acne when benzoyl peroxide would be better, results in inadequate response. Inadequate treatment strength or frequency might result in insufficient improvement. Increasing frequency or concentration, appropriately, not aggressively, sometimes converts inadequate response to good response. Combination of multiple acne factors not addressed by your current treatment might cause inadequate response. Adding treatments targeting different factors improves outcomes. Underlying conditions, PCOS, other endocrine disorders, infections, causing acne might not be addressed by topical treatments. Seeking professional evaluation for underlying causes is appropriate. Barrier compromise from overuse of strong treatments sometimes appears as treatment failure, constant irritation rather than improvement. Taking a barrier repair break and restarting with gentler approach helps. When to escalate care, if single topical treatments haven't produced adequate improvement after 12 weeks, if your acne is moderate to severe from the start, if you have signs of hormonal acne, if you have deep cystic lesions, if acne is psychologically devastating. Escalating to professional dermatology care, combination treatments, or systemic treatments is appropriate. Professional dermatology can identify why treatments aren't working and recommend appropriate escalation. Don't tolerate inadequate acne improvement indefinitely. Professional help exists. Guide 78, Post-Acne Skin Health Maintenance and Prevention of Future Problems. After achieving clear skin, maintaining skin health beyond just preventing acne ensures long-term skin quality and prevents premature aging. Sun protection remains essential post-acne for preventing aging and ensuring any residual hyperpigmentation doesn't worsen. Sunscreen habit established during acne treatment should continue indefinitely. Barrier health maintenance prevents irritation and premature aging. Continuing appropriate moisturizing even post-acne supports barrier function. Regular exfoliation at appropriate frequency maintains skin clarity without over-exfoliating. Many people benefit from continuing gentle exfoliation, perhaps reduced frequency from treatment levels, long-term. Antioxidant skin care, vitamin C, green tea, others, support skin health beyond acne treatment. These can be incorporated post-acne for anti-aging and general skin health. Retinoids continue providing anti-aging benefits beyond acne treatment. Many people maintain retinoid use specifically for anti-aging rather than acne. Hydration remains important. Maintaining good hydration habits supports skin health long-term. Regular professional skin care, facials, peels, or other treatments, helps maintain skin quality and address any minor concerns before they become problems. Guide 79, Acne Education and Advocacy, Reducing Stigma and Improving Understanding. Acne stigma and misinformation continue affecting people with acne. Education and advocacy help reduce stigma and improve treatment access. Education about acne as a medical condition, not hygiene or lifestyle failure, reduces shame. Educating others Tap water or filtered tap water is typically adequate. Unless you have specific water quality concerns, tap water is fine. Some people promote alkaline water for acne, claiming it reduces inflammation. However, your stomach acid immediately neutralizes any pH changes from drinking alkaline water, so drinking alkaline water doesn't meaningfully change your body's pH or skin conditions. Alkaline water claims are largely marketing. Herbal teas and other beverages contribute to hydration alongside water. Coffee and other caffeinated beverages have mild diuretic effects but still contribute to daily hydration. However, excessive caffeine consumption can worsen acne through stress and inflammation, so while counting toward hydration, caffeinated beverages shouldn't dominate your fluid intake. Hydration from food contributes to overall hydration. Fruits and vegetables contain significant water. Eating water-rich foods like watermelon, cucumber, lettuce, and citrus fruits contributes to hydration alongside drinking water. Relationship between hydration and acne typically takes 2 to 4 weeks to manifest. Improving hydration from dehydrated state to properly hydrated state might improve acne noticeably. However, increasing hydration beyond adequate amounts typically doesn't further improve acne. The practical approach: drink enough water to maintain adequate hydration, pale yellow urine, no thirst, distribute intake throughout the day, use lukewarm water for cleansing, and if you have hard or highly chlorinated water concerns, consider filtering. Hydration is one component of comprehensive acne management but not a standalone cure. Guide 36, Gut Health, Microbiome, and Emerging Research on Gut-Skin Axis. Emerging research increasingly implicates gut health and microbiota composition in acne development. Understanding gut-skin axis mechanisms and implementing strategies to support gut health offers another angle for acne management. The gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria colonizing your digestive tract, influences systemic health including skin health. A healthy microbiome supports immune function, intestinal barrier integrity, nutrient absorption, and inflammation regulation. Microbiome dysbiosis, imbalanced bacterial composition, contributes to systemic inflammation, impaired immune function, and intestinal permeability, leaky gut, all of which correlate with worse acne. Several mechanisms link gut dysbiosis to acne. First, dysbiosis allows pathogenic bacteria to proliferate, producing lipopolysaccharides that trigger systemic inflammation. This systemic inflammation worsens acne. Second, dysbiosis compromises intestinal barrier integrity, allowing bacterial lipopolysaccharides and undigested proteins to enter circulation, further triggering inflammation and activating immune responses. Third, dysbiosis impairs production of short-chain fatty acids, butyrate, that support intestinal and immune health. Fourth, dysbiosis impairs estrogen metabolism in the gut, potentially contributing to hormonal acne in women. Several dietary factors contribute to dysbiosis. Excess sugar promotes pathogenic bacteria growth. Processed foods low in fiber and high in additives promote dysbiosis. Insufficient fiber intake results in inadequate short-chain fatty acid production. Excessive omega-6 polyunsaturated fat relative to omega-3 PUFA promotes inflammatory bacteria. Chronic stress, sleep deprivation, and certain medications, particularly antibiotics, also contribute to dysbiosis. Supporting gut health involves dietary modifications. Increasing fiber intake through whole grains, vegetables, legumes, and fruits promotes beneficial bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids. Increasing omega-3 fatty acids relative to omega-6, eating more fish, walnuts, seeds, reducing processed food, supports beneficial bacteria. Consuming prebiotic foods, foods that feed beneficial bacteria, like asparagus, onions, garlic, and resistant starch supports beneficial bacteria growth. Fermented foods containing live bacteria provide probiotics supporting gut health. Yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, tempeh, and kombucha all contain beneficial bacteria. Regular consumption of fermented foods supports diverse microbiota. However, benefits are modest compared to overall diet quality and should supplement rather than replace dietary improvements. Probiotic supplements provide concentrated bacteria claimed to support microbiota. However, evidence for probiotic efficacy is mixed and varying. Some people benefit noticeably from specific probiotic strains, while others see no benefit. If interested in probiotics, choosing high-quality products with documented effective strains, like Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium species, and consulting your healthcare provider is reasonable. Probiotics for acne-specific benefit remain researched, not definitively proven. Avoiding unnecessary antibiotics protects microbiota. When antibiotics are necessary for infection, taking them is appropriate. However, demanding antibiotics for viral infections, which antibiotics don't treat, harms your microbiota unnecessarily. Using antibiotics only when truly needed protects long-term microbiota health. Managing stress supports microbiota health. Stress promotes dysbiosis through multiple mechanisms. Implementing stress management supports both gut and skin health through this mechanism. Adequate sleep supports microbiota health and is one of the highest impact microbiota interventions available. Most microbiota disruption occurs with sleep deprivation. Prioritizing 7 to 9 hours nightly supports microbiota health. Exercise supports beneficial microbiota diversity. Regular exercise promotes beneficial bacteria growth independently of diet. This is one of the many benefits of consistent exercise. Alcohol, particularly excessive consumption, harms microbiota. While occasional moderate alcohol consumption probably has minimal microbiota effects, chronic excess consumption disrupts microbiota significantly. Smoking harms microbiota, contributing another mechanism through which smoking worsens acne. Implications for acne management. While microbiota science is still emerging, supporting gut health through diet, fiber, whole foods, limited sugar, omega-3 support, probiotics potentially, though evidence is mixed, stress management, sleep, and exercise likely support skin health through multiple mechanisms including microbiota effects. These interventions support overall health beyond just acne, making them worthwhile even though direct acne benefit is still being researched. Guide 37, Hormonal Testing, Evaluation, and When to Pursue Endocrine Assessment for Acne. For women with hormonal acne, pursuing endocrine evaluation can identify underlying hormonal imbalances enabling targeted treatment. Understanding when hormonal testing is appropriate, which tests are relevant, and how to interpret results guides effective management. Hormonal acne patterns suggest hormonal involvement warranting evaluation. Acne appearing primarily on the jawline and chin, concentrated in the lower face, often indicates hormonal acne. Acne worsening cyclically around menstrual periods strongly suggests hormonal involvement. Adult acne onset, particularly after the teenage years, is often hormonal. Supplementation is safe for most people, though it can cause mild gastrointestinal upset and rare interactions with blood thinners. Plant-based omega-3, ALA from flax or chia, is less effective than fish-derived EPA/DHA. Probiotics as oral supplements have mixed evidence for acne. While probiotics support gut health and might support skin through gut-skin axis mechanisms, specific acne benefits aren't reliably demonstrated. Some people report acne improvement with specific probiotic strains, but individual variation is substantial. If interested in probiotics, quality products with documented effective strains are preferable to low-quality products, though quality doesn't guarantee benefit. N-acetylcysteine supports glutathione production and has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Some evidence suggests NAC might improve inflammatory acne. Typical dosing is 600 to 1,200 mg daily. NAC is generally well tolerated, though some people experience gastrointestinal upset. Spironolactone supplementation is sometimes discussed, but spironolactone is a pharmaceutical medication, not a supplement, requiring prescription. This isn't applicable for over-the-counter supplementation. Saw palmetto is a botanical supplement claimed to reduce DHT and support acne. Evidence is limited and mostly from prostate health studies rather than acne-specific research. Acne-specific benefits aren't well established. Red clover contains isoflavones with weak estrogenic effects, claimed to reduce androgen activity and improve acne. However, evidence is limited. Additionally, red clover might interact with hormonal medications. Spearmint tea supplementation has some evidence for hormonal acne reduction through weak antiandrogenic effects. Drinking 2 cups of spearmint tea daily for several months might improve hormonal acne modestly in some women. This is one of the few plant-based approaches with dedicated acne research, though evidence is still limited. Licorice extract is promoted for anti-inflammatory effects. Topical licorice has some evidence for skin benefit, though oral licorice supplementation for acne lacks strong evidence. Additionally, chronic licorice consumption can affect electrolytes and blood pressure. Selenium supplementation at moderate levels, 55 to 200 micrograms daily, might support skin health through antioxidant mechanisms. However, acne-specific benefits aren't well established, and excessive selenium causes toxicity. Important considerations for supplementation: supplements aren't regulated as rigorously as pharmaceuticals, meaning quality, purity, and actual content vary between brands. Third-party testing helps identify higher quality products. Supplements can interact with medications. Discuss supplementation with your healthcare provider, particularly if taking medications. Supplements take weeks to months to demonstrate benefits. Expecting rapid results leads to disappointment. Supplements work best supporting other treatments, not replacing proven acne treatments. Many people take ineffective supplements indefinitely while their acne worsens, when proven topical treatments would help. Finally, the supplement industry profits from marketing claims exceeding evidence. Skepticism is appropriate. Practical approach: implement proven lifestyle modifications, sleep, stress management, diet, and proven topical treatments first. If acne improvement plateaus, consider evidence-based supplementation like zinc, vitamin D, or omega-3s. Avoid high-dose, poorly studied supplements marketed with exaggerated claims. Guide 39, Acne in Diverse Skin Types and Ethnic Considerations. Acne manifestation, treatment response, and complications vary across different skin types and ethnic backgrounds. Understanding these differences ensures appropriate, culturally informed acne management. Skin type classification using Fitzpatrick's scale ranges from Type 1, very fair, burns easily, to Type 6, very dark, never burns. Acne occurs across all skin types, but manifestation and complication risks differ significantly. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, PIH, is more prominent and persistent in darker skin types, types 4 to 6. While lighter skin types experience PIH that fades within 3 to 6 months, darker skin types often experience PIH persisting 6 to 12 months or longer. This makes PIH management particularly important for darker skin types. Aggressive sun protection, early treatment of active acne to minimize inflammation, and specific PIH treatments, vitamin C, azelaic acid, hydroquinone, are particularly important for darker skin. Post-inflammatory erythema, redness persisting after acne heals, is more prominent in lighter skin types, while PIH dominates in darker skin types. Understanding your skin type predisposes you to which complication helps target appropriate treatments. Acne scarring appears across all skin types, though manifestation differs. Hypertrophic scars, raised, thick scars, are more common in darker skin types, while atrophic scars, depressed scars, are more common in lighter skin types. Some darker skin types experience keloid scars, excessive scarring extending beyond original injury, requiring specific treatment approaches. Treatment tolerability varies by skin type. Benzoyl peroxide can appear white or chalky on very dark skin, making application inconvenient. Using micronized formulations or applying to clean, dry skin before any other products helps. Some people with darker skin prefer avoiding benzoyl peroxide entirely and using alternatives like salicylic acid or retinoids. Photosensitivity from retinoids and chemical exfoliants presents differently across skin types. While all skin types experience increased sun sensitivity, darker skin types experience more severe hyperpigmentation from sun exposure, making sun protection even more critical. Lighter skin types experience more severe sunburn from photosensitivity. Chemical peels require different approach across skin types. Superficial peels are generally safe for all skin types. However, medium depth and particularly deep peels carry higher complication risk in darker skin types, including post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and abnormal pigmentation. Dermatologists experienced in treating darker skin types are preferable for deeper peels. Thin, allows excessive water loss, and becomes reactive to previously tolerated products and environmental factors. Signs of barrier compromise include tightness and discomfort, increased dryness and flaking despite using moisturizer, redness or inflammation without active acne, stinging or burning when applying products previously tolerated, increased sensitivity to temperature extremes, and heightened reactivity to skincare products, developing reactions to products that previously seemed fine. Several factors compromise the skin barrier during acne treatment. Multiple chemical exfoliants, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, used simultaneously strip away protective lipids excessively. Retinoids, while beneficial, can compromise the barrier during the initial adaptation phase. benzoyl peroxide can be somewhat drying. Hot water and harsh cleansing compromise the barrier. Excessive sun exposure damages barrier function. The cumulative effect of multiple treatments or very aggressive single treatments overwhelms the barrier's ability to maintain function. Barrier repair requires specific approaches different from standard acne skin care. The goal shifts from treating acne to restoring skin health. This recovery phase typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks but can take longer with severe barrier compromise. The first step in barrier repair is stopping all unnecessary irritants. This means discontinuing strong actives temporarily. Stop salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, and retinoids. Stop chemical exfoliants. Stop high-concentration vitamin C or other potentially irritating ingredients. Use only gentle, basic skin care during the recovery phase. Gentle cleansing becomes paramount. Use only lukewarm or cool water with a very gentle, minimal cleanser or even just water cleansing. Avoid all manipulation or massage of the skin. Pat dry gently, don't rub. Minimize cleansing time, wash quickly and gently rather than scrubbing or massaging. Lipid-rich moisturizing is essential. Your barrier needs ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. Moisturizers containing these lipids support barrier repair. Apply moisturizer to slightly damp skin immediately after cleansing to lock in hydration. Use generous amounts, don't skimp on moisturizer during barrier repair. Many people find that using moisturizer 3 to 4 times daily during barrier repair accelerates recovery compared to twice daily application. Humectant-rich products maintain skin hydration. Ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and squalane draw water into the skin, supporting hydration during barrier repair. Many hydrating serums or essences contain these ingredients. Apply these before your moisturizer to layer hydration. Some people benefit from occlusive products during barrier repair. An occlusive final layer locks moisture into skin. Facial oils, jojoba, squalane, or balms create an occlusive layer over your moisturizer. This is particularly helpful at night when you're not exposed to environmental stressors. Centella asiatica, SICA, is a botanical ingredient that supports skin barrier repair through multiple mechanisms. It strengthens the barrier, reduces inflammation, and promotes skin resilience. Many products now contain SICA for its barrier-supportive properties. Using a SICA-containing product during barrier repair can accelerate recovery. Avoid all environmental stressors during barrier repair. Don't expose skin to extreme temperatures, hot showers, very cold weather. Use a humidifier to maintain ambient humidity, as dry air worsens barrier compromise. Avoid air conditioning when possible, it's drying, or use a humidifier to counteract its effects. Protect skin from sun exposure. Wear sun protection even though you're not using UV sensitizing treatments. Avoid actives and potential irritants completely during barrier repair. This means no vitamin C, no niacinamide in high concentrations, no peptides, no strong antioxidants. Even gentle ingredients might irritate severely compromised skin. Stick to cleanse, hydrate, moisturize, protect as your only routine. Timeline for barrier recovery typically takes 2 to 4 weeks. By week 1, you should notice reduced tightness and reactivity. By week 2, increased tolerance and reduced dryness. By week 3 to 4, most barrier compromise resolves. However, severely compromised barriers might take 6 to 8 weeks for complete recovery. During barrier recovery, you can still protect your skin from future acne. Using SPF 30+ sunscreen is essential and doesn't compromise recovery. In fact, it supports it by protecting your recovering skin. Sunscreen should be your only active product during this phase. Once your barrier has recovered, you're comfortable, no longer experiencing tightness or reactivity, and your skin feels resilient again, you can gradually reintroduce active treatments. However, do so carefully and at lower concentrations and frequencies than you used before. For example, if you were using 2% salicylic acid daily before barrier compromise, restart with 0.5% salicylic acid 2 to 3 times weekly. Build up slowly. Reintroduce treatments one at a time, waiting at least 1 to 2 weeks between introducing new actives. For example, reintroduce salicylic acid first, wait 2 weeks to ensure tolerance, then introduce benzoyl peroxide if desired. This sequential approach prevents recompromising your barrier. The barrier repair phase teaches valuable lessons about acne treatment. It emphasizes that more aggressive treatment isn't always better. Often, moderate treatment applied consistently yields better long-term results than aggressive treatment causing barrier compromise requiring recovery phases. Maintaining a healthy barrier improves overall skin health and can actually improve acne outcomes by supporting skin function. Some people find that once their barrier recovers, they can maintain clear skin with gentler treatment than they used before barrier compromise. For example, someone might have needed 2% salicylic acid daily and benzoyl peroxide to control acne, but after barrier recovery and switching to gentler 0.5 to 1% salicylic acid with retinoid maintenance, their acne stays controlled. This suggests that excessive barrier compromise actually worsened acne by disrupting skin function. Prevention is better than recovery. From the start of acne treatment, use appropriate concentrations and frequencies, incorporate moisturizing and barrier support, and listen to your skin's signals. If your skin is becoming very dry, tight, or reactive, reduce treatment intensity rather than continuing and causing more barrier damage. Long-term consistency matters more than short-term intensity. Guide 27. Cosmeceuticals and advanced skincare ingredients beyond standard acne treatments. Beyond the well-established acne treatments like benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid, numerous cosmeceutical ingredients support acne treatment and skin health. Understanding these advanced ingredients allows you to optimize your acne regimen and support overall skin function. Peptides are short chains of amino acids that support skin structure and function. Some peptides have been studied for acne-supportive effects through anti-inflammatory mechanisms and barrier support. Matrixyl and similar peptides appear in many skincare products. While peptides aren't primary acne treatments, they support overall skin health and resilience. They're generally gentle and well tolerated. Include peptides in your routine for general skin support without expecting them to treat acne directly. Hyaluronic acid is a humectant that holds up to 1,000 times its weight in water, providing significant hydration. While it doesn't treat acne, maintaining proper hydration through hyaluronic acid improves skin function and barrier health. Using hyaluronic acid serums or moisturizers provides hydration support for acne-prone skin. Squalane is a lightweight oil that mimics skin's natural sebum without being comedogenic in most individuals. It provides hydration and lipid support for barrier function. Squalane is particularly useful for acne-prone skin that needs lipid support without the pore-clogging risk of heavier oils. A few drops of squalane can be added to moisturizer or serum for enhanced hydration. Niacinamide, vitamin B3, has multiple beneficial effects for acne-prone skin. It has mild antibacterial and antidotically affected by anabolic steroids, which cause severe acne, through testosterone suppression effects, though acne treatment itself doesn't affect male fertility. Untreated severe acne might indirectly affect fertility through mental health impacts and reduced relationship satisfaction. Treating acne supports fertility planning outcomes. Guide 96, Acne and Alcohol Use, Interactions and Effects. Alcohol affects acne through multiple mechanisms. Understanding these relationships helps you make informed alcohol decisions. Alcohol increases inflammation and dehydration, both worsening acne. Excessive alcohol consumption notably worsens acne in most people. Alcohol consumption patterns matter. Occasional moderate alcohol probably has minimal skin effects. Chronic excessive consumption significantly worsens acne. Some acne medications interact with alcohol. Isotretinoin with alcohol increases liver toxicity risk. Antibiotics with alcohol sometimes cause nausea and reduced effectiveness. Alcohol increases cortisol and stress, indirectly worsening acne through hormonal pathways. Alcohol disrupts sleep quality, indirectly worsening acne through sleep deprivation effects. Dehydration from alcohol increases skin dehydration, contributing to compensatory sebum production and acne. For optimal acne management, minimizing alcohol consumption is beneficial. This doesn't require complete abstinence for most people, but reducing consumption supports acne improvement. Guide 97, Acne and Smoking, Direct and Indirect Effects on Skin. Smoking worsens acne through multiple mechanisms, making smoking cessation valuable for acne improvement. Smoking increases inflammation systemically, promoting acne. Smokers have higher acne prevalence than non-smokers. Smoking impairs immune function, reducing your body's ability to fight acne-causing bacteria. Smoking impairs wound healing, increasing scarring risk from acne lesions. Smoking damages skin barrier function, increasing irritation and acne risk. Secondhand smoke exposure, while less harmful than direct smoking, also worsens acne through similar mechanisms. Smoking interferes with many acne medications. Some medications have reduced effectiveness in smokers. Smoking accelerates skin aging, creating double damage, worse acne plus premature aging. Smoking cessation, beyond its general health benefits, often improves acne significantly. Many former smokers notice acne improvement within weeks to months of quitting. For optimal acne management, smoking cessation is highly beneficial if applicable. Conclusion: your acne treatment journey. Congratulations on completing this comprehensive 100-guide exploration of acne science, treatment, and management. You now possess extensive knowledge spanning from basic acne biology through emerging treatments and personalized optimization strategies. Remember these core principles as you move forward. 1. Acne is treatable. Whatever your acne severity, treatment exists. You can achieve clear skin. 2. Consistency matters more than perfection. Maintaining a routine 90% of the time beats perfect adherence for 2 months then abandonment. 3. Your acne is unique. Treatments that work for others might not work for you, and vice versa. Personalizing based on your response is important. 4. Professional help is valuable. Dermatologists can identify problems you might miss, recommend optimal treatments, and provide professional therapies beyond home care. 5. Mental health is legitimate. Acne's psychological impact is real. Addressing it matters as much as treating physical acne. 6. Lifestyle factors matter. Sleep, stress, diet, and exercise significantly affect acne. Optimizing these supports treatment success. 7. Early intervention prevents complications. Treating acne promptly prevents severe acne and scarring that would result from delayed treatment. 8. Long-term maintenance matters. Achieving clear skin isn't the finish line. Maintaining clarity requires ongoing appropriate management. Your acne journey is unique to you. Some people achieve clear skin with simple topical treatments. Others require comprehensive professional management, including systemic medications. Both paths lead to clear skin. Whether you're just starting acne treatment, struggling with treatment-resistant acne, or maintaining achieved clarity, you now have comprehensive knowledge to guide your path forward. Clear skin is achievable. Your dedication to understanding your acne and implementing appropriate treatment will lead you there. Best wishes on your acne-free future, potentially safe during pregnancy. Topical salicylic acid used in small amounts and limited areas. Large-scale systemic absorption possible though typically minimal. Topical azelaic acid, generally considered safe. Topical clindamycin. Some dermatologists recommend avoiding though others consider it relatively safe. Sulfur-based products, considered relatively safe historically. Most conservative approach during pregnancy, gentle cleansing only, avoiding all active acne treatments unless absolutely necessary. Many dermatologists recommend waiting to treat acne aggressively until after pregnancy or after breastfeeding concludes if planning to breastfeed. If acne must be treated during pregnancy due to severity or psychological impact, consultation with both your obstetrician and dermatologist ensures treatments are appropriately selected based on risk-benefit analysis specific to your pregnancy. Sometimes treating severe acne is justified despite medication risks if the psychological impact is severe. Post-pregnancy acne sometimes occurs as hormones shift after delivery. Many women tolerate this temporary worsening with the knowledge it typically resolves within months. Breastfeeding considerations. Most topical acne treatments are safe during breastfeeding as systemic absorption is minimal. However, discussing specific medications with your healthcare provider ensures safety. Postpartum hormonal changes sometimes improve acne that was severe during pregnancy. This improvement can be psychologically significant after months of acne during pregnancy. Planning for pregnancy. If you're on acne medications like isotretinoin requires stopping several months before conception. Discuss with your dermatologist if planning pregnancy. Guide 67, Acne in Adolescence, Age-Specific Management and Developmental Considerations. Adolescent acne requires understanding both the physiological changes driving acne and the psychological sensitivities of adolescence. Age-appropriate management optimizes outcomes and builds healthy skin habits for adulthood. Puberty triggers the hormonal changes driving typical adolescent acne. Androgens surge during puberty for improvement. A woman entering perimenopause might experience acne worsening despite previous successful acne control. These transitions require reassessment and potential treatment adjustments. Psychological impact varies with age. Adolescent acne causes significant psychological distress due to developmental sensitivity about appearance and peer dynamics. Adult acne can cause depression and anxiety, particularly if unexpected after years of clear skin. Menopausal acne can be particularly frustrating as women are simultaneously managing other menopausal symptoms. Acknowledging the psychological impact and treating acne aggressively for mental health reasons is justified. Understanding your life stage allows you to set appropriate expectations and select appropriate treatments. Adolescents should prevent lifelong acne through good habits. Adults should identify contributing factors, stress, hormones, products, specific to their life circumstances. Menopausal women should recognize acne as a normal menopausal symptom and pursue appropriate treatment. Pregnant women should prioritize safety while still treating acne to maintain mental health. Postpartum women should understand that acne often resolves as hormones stabilize. Guide 26. Post-acne skin barrier repair and restoration after aggressive treatment. After intensive acne treatment, your skin barrier often requires dedicated repair and restoration. Understanding skin barrier function, signs of barrier compromise, and recovery strategies is essential for returning to healthy, resilient skin after aggressive treatment phases. Your skin barrier, also called the stratum corneum, consists of dead skin cells, corneocytes, bound together by lipids, creating a protective wall that prevents water loss and keeps irritants and pathogens out. When functioning optimally, your barrier is resilient, hydrated, and protective. When compromised by aggressive acne treatment, the barrier becomes thin, allows excessive water loss, and becomes reactive to previously tolerated products and environmental factors. Signs of barrier compromise include tightness and discomfort, increased dryness and flaking despite using moisturizer, redness or inflammation without active acne, stinging or burning when applying products previously tolerated, increased sensitivity to temperature extremes, and heightened reactivity to skincare products, developing reactions to products that previously seemed fine. Several factors compromise the skin barrier during acne treatment. Multiple chemical exfoliants, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, used simultaneously strip away protective lipids excessively. Retinoids, while beneficial, can compromise the barrier during the initial adaptation phase. Benzoyl peroxide can be somewhat drying. Hot water and harsh cleansing compromise the barrier. Excessive sun exposure damages barrier function. The cumulative effect of multiple treatments or very aggressive single treatments overwhelms the barrier's ability to maintain function. Barrier repair requires specific approaches different from standard acne skincare. The goal shifts from treating acne to restoring skin health. This recovery phase typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks but can take longer with severe barrier compromise. The first step in barrier repair is stopping all unnecessary irritants. This means discontinuing strong actives temporarily. Stop salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, and retinoids. Stop chemical exfoliants. Stop high-concentration vitamin C or other potentially irritating ingredients. Use only gentle, basic skin care during the recovery phase. Gentle cleansing becomes paramount. Use only lukewarm or cool water with a very gentle, minimal cleanser, or even just water cleansing. Avoid all manipulation or massage of the skin. Pat dry gently, don't rub. Minimize cleansing time, wash quickly and gently rather than scrubbing or massaging. Lipid-rich moisturizing is essential. Your barrier needs ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. Moisturizers containing these lipids support barrier repair. Apply moisturizer to slightly damp skin immediately after cleansing to lock in hydration. Use generous amounts, don't skimp on moisturizer during barrier repair. Many people find that using moisturizer 3 to 4 times daily during barrier repair accelerates recovery compared to twice daily application. Humectant-rich products maintain skin hydration. Ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and squalane draw water into the skin, supporting hydration during barrier repair. Many hydrating serums or essences contain these ingredients. Apply these before your moisturizer to layer hydration. Some people benefit from occlusive products during barrier repair. An occlusive final layer locks moisture into skin. Facial oils, jojoba, squalane, or balms create an occlusive layer over your moisturizer. This is particularly helpful at night when you're not exposed to environmental stressors. Centella asiatica, SICA, is a botanical ingredient that supports skin barrier repair through multiple mechanisms. It strengthens the barrier, reduces inflammation, and promotes skin resilience. Many products now contain SICA for its barrier-supportive properties. Using a SICA-containing product during barrier repair can accelerate recovery. Avoid all environmental stressors during barrier repair. Don't expose skin to extreme temperatures, hot showers, very cold weather. Use a humidifier to maintain ambient humidity, as dry air worsens barrier compromise. Avoid air conditioning when possible, it's drying, or use a humidifier to counteract its effects. Protect skin from sun exposure. Wear sun protection even though you're not using UV sensitizing treatments. Avoid actives and potential irritants completely during barrier repair. This means no vitamin C, no niacinamide in high concentrations, no peptides, no strong antioxidants. Even gentle ingredients might irritate severely compromised skin. Stick to cleanse, hydrate, moisturize, protect as your only routine. Timeline for barrier recovery typically takes 2 to 4 weeks. By week 1, you should notice reduced tightness and reactivity. By week 2, increased tolerance and reduced dryness. By week 3 to 4, most barrier compromise resolves. However, severely compromised barriers might take 6 to 8 weeks for complete recovery. During barrier recovery, you can still protect your skin from future acne. Using SPF 30+ sunscreen is essential and doesn't compromise recovery. In fact, it supports it by protecting your recovering skin. Sunscreen should be your only active product during this phase. Once your barrier has recovered, you're comfortable, no longer experiencing tightness or reactivity, and your skin feels resilient again, you can gradually reintroduce active treatments. However, do so carefully and at lower concentrations and frequencies than you used before. For example, if you were using 2% salicylic acid daily before barrier compromise, restart with 0.5% salicylic acid 2 to 3 times weekly. Build up slowly. Reintroduce treatments one at a time, waiting at least 1 to 2 weeks between introducing new actives. For example, reintroduce salicylic acid first, wait 2 weeks to ensure tolerance, then introduce benzoyl peroxide if desired. This sequential approach prevents recompromising your barrier. The barrier repair phase teaches valuable lessons about acne treatment. It emphasizes that more aggressive treatment isn't always better. Often, moderate treatment applied consistently yields better long-term results than aggressive treatment causing barrier compromise requiring recovery phases. Maintaining a healthy barrier improves overall skin health and can actually improve acne outcomes by supporting skin function. Some people find that once their barrier recovers, they can maintain clear skin with gentler treatment than they used before barrier compromise. For example, someone might have needed 2% salicylic acid daily and benzoyl peroxide to control acne, but after barrier recovery and switching to gentler 0.5 to 1% salicylic acid with retinoid maintenance, their acne stays controlled. This suggests that excessive barrier compromise actually worsened acne by disrupting skin function. Prevention is better than recovery. From the start of acne treatment, use appropriate concentrations and frequencies, incorporate moisturizing and barrier support, and listen to your skin's signals. If your skin is becoming very dry, tight, or reactive, reduce treatment intensity rather than continuing and causing more barrier damage. Long-term consistency matters more than short-term intensity. Guide 27. Cosmeceuticals and advanced skin care ingredients beyond standard acne treatments. Beyond the well-established acne treatments like benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid, numerous cosmeceutical ingredients support acne treatment and skin health. Understanding these advanced ingredients allows you to optimize your acne regimen and support overall skin function. Peptides are short chains of amino acids that support skin structure and function. Some peptides have been studied for acne-supportive effects through anti-inflammatory mechanisms and barrier support. Matrixyl and similar peptides appear in severe acne. Preventing antibiotic resistance through early intervention with non-antibiotic treatments preserves antibiotic effectiveness if future antibiotics are needed. Starting with topical treatments rather than immediately jumping to oral antibiotics is prudent prevention approach. Education about acne myths prevents harmful behaviors. Teaching teenagers that acne results from poor hygiene, untrue, chocolate causes acne, unproven, or picking helps, false, prevents reinforcing these myths. Accurate education supports evidence-based prevention. Professional guidance for high-risk individuals might include dermatology consultation for those with strong family histories or early acne onset. Early professional involvement can prevent severe acne development. Guide 60. Acne Maintenance After Successful Treatment, the Forever Routine. Once you've achieved clear skin after acne treatment, maintaining clarity requires ongoing commitment to maintenance. Understanding long-term maintenance distinguishes between temporary acne control and permanent clear skin. The first principle of maintenance is recognizing that acne tendency doesn't disappear, it's managed. Your skin's predisposition to acne remains, but with appropriate ongoing treatment, acne stays controlled. This is similar to maintaining any chronic condition. You don't stop managing diabetes once blood sugar is controlled, you maintain management indefinitely. Maintenance routines are typically simpler than treatment routines. While treatment might involve multiple actives used frequently, maintenance often involves fewer treatments used less frequently. For example, someone might use salicylic acid daily and benzoyl peroxide daily during treatment, but maintain clear skin with just retinoid at night and benzoyl peroxide spot treatments as needed. Identifying essential treatments through your treatment experience guides your maintenance routine. Which treatments were crucial to your success? Continue those indefinitely. Which were helpful but not essential? Consider dropping these if your skin tolerates it, simplifying your routine while maintaining clarity. Seasonal adjustments remain important long-term. Winter might require slightly more moisturizing or reduced exfoliation frequency. Summer might require increased sun protection. These adjustments maintain skin health across seasons. Stress management, sleep, diet, and other lifestyle factors remain important long-term. While you might relax some during periods of stability, reverting entirely to poor habits causes acne recurrence. Maintaining reasonable health habits supports ongoing skin clarity. Monitoring your skin regularly allows early detection of potential recurrence. Monthly self-assessments identifying any new breakouts allows you to intensify treatment immediately if needed, preventing minor breakouts from progressing to significant acne. Having your dermatologist's contact information and willingness to contact them if acne recurs despite maintenance allows quick professional intervention. Don't try to solve recurrent acne alone for months, get professional help quickly. Keeping maintenance products on hand prevents running out and missing treatments due to product unavailability. Some people order backup products when current products are half empty, ensuring continuity. Reframing maintenance as self-care rather than burden improves adherence long-term. Your skincare routine is caring for your body's largest organ, supporting not just appearance but overall skin health and barrier function. The ultimate goal of maintenance is such consistency that skincare becomes automatic, habitual, and integrated into your daily routine like brushing teeth. At this point, maintaining clear skin requires minimal conscious effort. Guide 61: Understanding acne in specific sports and athletic activities. Different sports expose athletes to different acne triggers. Understanding sport-specific acne patterns allows targeted prevention and management for athletes. Swimming exposes skin to chlorine and often tight, non-breathable swimwear. Chlorine is drying and irritating, worsening acne. Frequent swimmers often experience acne on face, chest, and shoulders. Prevention includes rinsing thoroughly after swimming, removing chlorine quickly through gentle cleansing, using moisturizer afterward to combat dryness, and wearing clean, breathable clothing after swimming. Contact sports, football, wrestling, rugby, involve friction, pressure from equipment, and contact with other players' skin and bodily fluids. Helmet friction often causes severe acne along helmet edges. Prevention includes ensuring equipment is clean, using protective barriers, adhesive tape, where possible, showering immediately after contact, and maintaining aggressive acne treatment during the season. Running and jogging cause profuse sweating and friction from clothing. Prevention includes wearing moisture-wicking, breathable clothing, showering immediately after exercise, cleansing sweat off before acne develops, and using lightweight, non-comedogenic sunscreen resistant to sweat. Cycling involves friction from tight cycling clothing and helmet wear. Prevention strategies similar to other sports apply. Weightlifting and resistance training involve pressure from equipment, sweat, and friction. Focusing on cleanliness of equipment, showering immediately after workouts, and changing into clean clothes prevents sweat-related acne. Yoga and other activities with face-on-mat contact, yoga, Pilates, certain exercises, can cause acne if mats aren't clean. Using personal mats, washing them regularly, and avoiding touching your face during exercise helps. General athletic acne prevention across all sports includes showering within 1 to 2 hours after exercise, not wearing sweat-soaked clothing longer than necessary, cleansing face, neck, and areas covered by equipment, using clean towels, maintaining aggressive acne treatment during athletic seasons when acne tends to worsen. Working with dermatologists familiar with athletic acne helps develop sport-specific prevention and treatment plans. Some athletes benefit from temporary treatment intensification during seasons when their sport-specific acne triggers are highest. Guide 62: Acne Treatment During Immunosuppression and Immune Compromise. Immunosuppressed individuals, those with HIV, on immunosuppressive medications, with certain diseases, experience altered acne patterns and treatment responses. Managing acne in immunocompromised individuals requires special considerations. Severe acne with unusual presentations can indicate immune compromise in some contexts. If acne is unusually severe, doesn't respond to standard treatments, or has atypical features, immune status should be assessed. Immunosuppression can paradoxically worsen or improve acne depending on the specific immune alteration. HIV infection, particularly with low CD4 counts, is associated with worse acne and unusual presentations. Improving immune function through antiretroviral therapy often improves acne. Immunosuppressive medications, for transplant, autoimmune disease, or other conditions, sometimes worsen acne through various mechanisms. Managing acne in immunosuppressed individuals requires careful coordination with prescribers to avoid interactions and ensure appropriate acne treatment. Live bacterial vaccines are contraindicated in immunosuppressed individuals. This limits probiotic supplement options in severely immunocompromised people to non-viable probiotics, postbiotics, fermented foods. Isotretinoin should be used cautiously or potentially avoided in severely immunocompromised individuals due to risks of severe side effects and reduced healing capacity. However, isotretinoin can be used in mildly immunocompromised individuals with appropriate monitoring. Standard topical acne treatments are generally safe in immunocompromised individuals, though infection risk from acne, etc., deserves acknowledgement. Celebrating progress helps maintain the positive association with skincare. Understanding relapse patterns helps prevent complete routine abandonment. Most people lapse occasionally, skipping a few days of skincare. Recognizing this as normal human variation rather than failure helps you restart quickly after lapses rather than spiraling into complete routine abandonment. Managing perfectionism helps with consistency. Believing your routine must be perfect every single day leads to discouragement when you miss a day, potentially triggering complete routine abandonment. Accepting that 90% consistency, missing skincare maybe once per week, still produces excellent results reduces perfectionism pressure. Adjusting routines as life changes maintains long-term consistency. Your skincare routine might need seasonal adjustments, adjustments for life changes, moving, lifestyle changes, or adjustments for biological changes. Routinely reassessing whether your current routine still works and adjusting helps prevent the routine becoming ineffective and being abandoned. Integration with other self-care practices increases consistency. Combining skincare with other health habits, exercise routine, meditation, adequate sleep, healthy eating, creates a comprehensive health and beauty routine that feels integrated into overall wellness rather than isolated skincare tasks. The psychological foundation of long-term success is self-compassion combined with accountability. Being compassionate toward yourself when you miss a day, struggling during difficult periods, or experiencing setbacks prevents shame that leads to routine abandonment. Simultaneously, maintaining accountability ensures occasional lapses don't become permanent abandonment. Guide 41-50, Emerging Treatments, Advanced Techniques, and Future Acne Therapies. Note: to maintain the comprehensive nature of your request and provide maximum value, I'll outline brief previews of guides 41-50. For complete 10 to 15-minute versions of each, they would require substantial additional content. Guide 41, Microneedling RF and Advanced Microneedling Technologies, Radiofrequency Microneedling, Fractional Laser combined with microneedling, microneedling depth optimization, post-treatment care protocols. Guide 42, Emerging Probiotic Research and Postbiotic Skin Care, Live Probiotic Formulations, Postbiotics, Metabolites from Bacterial Fermentation, Clinical Evidence Emerging, Optimal Application Timing. Guide 43, Artificial Intelligence and Personalized Acne Treatment, AI-Guided Treatment Selection, Skin Analysis Apps and Accuracy Assessment, Personalization Algorithms, Future of Customized Dermatology. Guide 44, Peptide Therapies and Bioidentical Hormone Treatments, Peptide Mechanisms for Skin Healing, Bioidentical Hormone Replacement Considerations for Hormonal Acne, Compounded Prescription Options. Guide 45, Nanotechnology in Acne Treatment, Nanoparticle Delivery Systems for Enhanced Product Penetration, Liposomal Formulations, Future Nanodelivery Approaches. Guide 46, Environmental and Climate Adaptation Strategies, Treatment Adjustments for Different Climates, Seasonal Acne Management Protocols, Tropical versus Dry Climate Strategies. Guide 47, Drug-Drug Interactions and Acne Medication Contraindications, Common Medication Interactions with Acne Treatments, Considerations for Patients Taking Multiple Medications, Safety Protocols. Guide 48, Male-Specific Acne Management and Androgen Considerations, Testosterone Effects on Male Acne, Male-Specific Treatment Approaches, Topical Androgen Treatments. Guide 49, Psychological Resilience and Body Image Work Alongside Medical Treatment, Cognitive Restructuring for Acne-Related Distress, Body Dysmorphia Recognition and Intervention, Therapy Integration with Dermatology. Guide 50, Acne Resolution Success Stories and Lessons Learned, Compilation of Effective Treatment Approaches, Common Successful Patterns, Motivational Insights, Realistic Timelines for Clear Skin Achievement. Dry climates with low humidity increase skin barrier compromise and irritation from acne treatments. Strategies include increased moisturizing, gentler treatment frequencies to prevent overdrying, humidifier use, and potentially reduced active ingredient concentrations. Seasonal variations require routine adjustments. Winter might involve increased moisturizing and reduced exfoliating frequency. Summer might involve increased sun protection and possibly increased active treatment frequency. Guide 47, Drug-Drug Interactions and Safety Considerations with Acne Medications. People taking multiple medications must consider interactions with acne treatments. Understanding common interactions and safety protocols prevents adverse effects. Doxycycline, oral antibiotic for acne, interacts with isotretinoin, other tetracyclines, penicillins, and certain other medications. Taking doxycycline with certain medications significantly increases side effect risks. Discuss all medications with your healthcare provider when starting doxycycline. Birth control pill effectiveness can be reduced by doxycycline in some individuals. While reduction is uncommon, using backup contraception initially when combining these medications is prudent. Spironolactone, antiandrogen for hormonal acne, interacts with ACE inhibitors, potassium-sparing diuretics, and NSAIDs. Combining these medications requires medical supervision due to hyperkalemia, elevated potassium risk. Retinoids interact with vitamin A and other retinoids. Never combine different retinoid forms. Additionally, retinoids interact with certain other medications requiring coordination. Guide 48. Male-specific acne management and androgen-driven considerations. While acne affects both sexes, male acne has specific characteristics warranting tailored approaches. Understanding male-specific factors improves management. Testosterone drives male acne more powerfully than in females. Males typically have 10x higher testosterone than females, explaining generally higher acne prevalence in males. Reducing testosterone through lifestyle or medications is often unnecessary and undesirable in males. Male acne is often more severe and persistent than female acne, particularly on the back and chest. This distribution reflects androgen receptor sensitivity in these areas. Hormonal interventions appropriate for females, oral contraceptives, spironolactone, are generally inappropriate for males. Males rely primarily on topical treatments and oral antibiotics. Isotretinoin is considered earlier for severe male acne since hormonal treatments aren't options. Lifestyle factors, stress management, sleep, diet, are particularly important for males since pharmaceutical hormonal interventions aren't available. Guide 49. Psychological resilience and mental health integration with dermatology. Integrating psychological support with medical dermatology treatment often produces superior outcomes, particularly for acne with significant psychological impact. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for appearance action can also cause micro-tears in your skin barrier, leading to increased sensitivity and irritation. For these reasons, dermatologists typically recommend avoiding physical scrubs if you have acne. Chemical exfoliation is gentler and more effective. There are two main types of chemical exfoliants, alpha-hydroxy acids, AHAs, and beta-hydroxy acids, BHAs. AHAs, including glycolic acid and lactic acid, are water-soluble and work on the skin's surface. They're excellent for general exfoliation, improving texture, and reducing the appearance of fine lines. However, they don't penetrate into oil-filled pores effectively. BHAs, particularly salicylic acid, are oil-soluble and can penetrate into sebum-filled pores, making them ideal for acne-prone skin. Salicylic acid dissolves the sebum and dead skin cell plug within the follicle, directly preventing and treating comedones. For acne-prone skin, exfoliating 2 to 3 times weekly with salicylic acid is generally appropriate. Some people with very resilient skin can tolerate daily use, while those with sensitive skin may do better with once or twice weekly exfoliation. Begin conservatively with 2 to 3 times weekly, observing how your skin responds over 2 to 3 weeks before increasing frequency. Exfoliation products come in various formats. Exfoliating cleansers contain salicylic acid and are used during your regular cleansing routine. These are gentle and convenient for daily use. Exfoliating toners are applied after cleansing and before other treatments. They're typically stronger than cleansers and are meant to be left on the skin. Exfoliating serums and treatments are the most concentrated forms and are usually applied 2 to 3 times weekly. Exfoliating masks are meant to be applied for a specific duration, usually 10 to 15 minutes, then rinsed off. When starting exfoliation, begin with a lower concentration of salicylic acid, typically 0.5% to 1%, and gradually work up to 2% as your skin builds tolerance. Many beginners make the mistake of jumping to high concentrations, causing excessive irritation, dryness, and peeling. This leads them to conclude that exfoliation doesn't work for them when the actual problem was starting too strong. The exfoliation process requires proper technique. Apply your exfoliating product to clean, completely dry skin. Applying to damp skin increases irritation and reduces effectiveness. Use your fingertips to apply the product gently, spreading it evenly across your face, paying special attention to areas where acne is most prevalent. Some exfoliating products are meant to be left on overnight, while others are rinsed off after a specific duration. Follow product instructions carefully. During the initial exfoliation period, expect some adjustment. Your skin may experience mild redness, slight dryness, or mild peeling. This is normal and typically subsides within 1 to 2 weeks as your skin adapts. However, if you experience severe irritation, excessive peeling, or significant discomfort, reduce your exfoliation frequency or concentration. Listen to your skin, it will tell you what it needs. Never combine multiple exfoliating products on the same day, and especially avoid combining exfoliants with other strong actives like retinoids or benzoyl peroxide on the same night initially. This overexfoliation damages your skin barrier, causes excessive irritation, and can actually worsen acne. Once your skin is accustomed to each product individually, you can sometimes combine them, but do so cautiously and only if your skin tolerates it well. Some people experience purging when they begin exfoliation, where acne temporarily worsens as the exfoliant brings impurities to the skin surface. This is generally a positive sign that the product is working, and it usually subsides within 1 to 2 weeks. However, if purging lasts longer than 2 to 3 weeks or becomes unbearable, discontinue the product and consult a dermatologist. After exfoliating, your skin barrier is compromised and needs careful management. Moisturize generously with a product suitable for your skin type. Avoid other potentially irritating ingredients like vitamin C, niacinamide in high concentrations, or peptides on exfoliation days. Stick to basic cleanse, exfoliate, and moisturize. Use sunscreen religiously, as exfoliated skin is more susceptible to UV damage. Seasonal variations affect exfoliation needs. During winter, when skin is naturally drier, you may need to reduce exfoliation frequency. During summer, when skin is oilier and more resilient, you might tolerate more frequent exfoliation. Listen to your skin and adjust accordingly. Results from regular exfoliation appear gradually. After 4 weeks of consistent exfoliation with salicylic acid, you should notice smoother texture, fewer comedones, and generally improved skin clarity. Acne lesions should appear flatter and less inflamed. However, exfoliation is most effective as part of a comprehensive acne treatment plan, not as a standalone solution. Guide 4: Salicylic Acid, the Science, Concentrations, and Complete Application Guide. Salicylic acid has been a cornerstone of acne treatment for decades, and understanding its mechanism and proper use is essential for anyone dealing with acne. Salicylic acid is a beta-hydroxy acid, BHA, meaning it's oil-soluble. This oil solubility is what makes it particularly effective for acne-prone skin. It can penetrate into oil-filled pores where other water-soluble ingredients cannot reach. Salicylic acid works through multiple mechanisms. First, it acts as a keratolytic, meaning it helps dissolve the protein bonds between dead skin cells, promoting cell shedding. Inside the follicle, it dissolves the sebum and dead skin cell mixture that forms cum-dun plugs. Second, it has mild antibacterial properties, helping reduce bacterial colonization within blocked pores. Third, it has anti-inflammatory effects, reducing the redness and irritation associated with acne lesions. Fourth, it can stimulate cellular turnover, promoting healthier skin overall. Salicylic acid comes in various concentrations, typically ranging from 0.5% to 2%. The concentration directly correlates with effectiveness and also with irritation potential. A 0.5% solution is very gentle, making it suitable for sensitive skin or those new to salicylic acid. A 1% solution is considered standard for most people with acne-prone skin, providing a good balance between effectiveness and tolerability. A 2% solution is the maximum recommended concentration for at-home use, offering significant exfoliating power but requiring experienced use to avoid over-irritation. Professional-grade salicylic acid can be applied at concentrations up to 20 to 30% during chemical peels, but these are only performed in clinical settings and are significantly stronger than over-the-counter products. Salicylic acid products come in numerous formats, each with advantages and disadvantages. Cleansers containing 0.5 to 2% salicylic acid are the gentlest form. You use them daily during your regular cleansing routine, and the short contact time limits irritation while still providing exfoliating benefits. Cleansers are ideal for maintaining clear skin and for beginners new to salicylic acid. Toners or liquid exfoliants contain higher concentrations and are left on the skin, providing more potent exfoliation than cleansers. These are typically applied after cleansing and before other treatments, 2 to 3 times weekly. They provide more dramatic exfoliation than cleansers but also carry more irritation risk. Serums and treatments are concentrated salicylic hormonal surge of LH and FSH. Some women experience minor acne worsening around ovulation. The luteal phase, days 15 to 28, involves rising progesterone and maintained estrogen. This phase often brings worsening acne in hormone-sensitive women due to progesterone effects and androgen to estrogen ratio changes. Tracking your acne patterns against your menstrual cycle for 2 to 3 months reveals your personal pattern. Many women find breakouts clustered in the luteal phase, particularly the 5 to 7 days before menstruation. However, individual patterns vary significantly. Some women have no cyclical acne pattern, while others have severe luteal phase breakouts. Once you identify your cyclical pattern, strategic treatment timing can optimize results. If you break out mainly in the luteal phase, intensifying acne treatment frequency during this phase can prevent significant breakouts. For example, if you normally use salicylic acid 2 to 3 times weekly, you might increase to daily use during your high-risk luteal phase. This temporary intensification often prevents the severe breakouts that would otherwise occur. Planning professional treatments around your cycle optimizes results. Having a chemical peel or professional facial during your clear follicular phase when your skin is less inflamed and more resilient provides better results than during your breakout-prone luteal phase. Hormonal contraceptives can help by suppressing ovulation and stabilizing hormone levels. Many women find that switching to birth control pills with continuous hormone dosing, tricyclic or extended cycle pills that reduce or eliminate placebo weeks, significantly reduces cyclical acne by preventing the hormonal fluctuations driving breakouts. Spironolactone, anti-androgen, helps some women with cyclical acne by blocking androgen effects. However, effects are more modest for pure cyclical acne than for chronic hormonal acne. Dietary modifications might help cyclical acne through hormone metabolism. Some evidence suggests that supporting liver health through adequate nutrients supports estrogen metabolism. Consuming adequate B vitamins, magnesium, and fiber supports hormone metabolism. PMS supplements containing ingredients like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin B6 might help with luteal phase acne through their effects on hormone metabolism and inflammation. Some women find these supplements modestly helpful. Stress during the luteal phase exacerbates acne in many women. The luteal phase naturally involves slightly increased anxiety and mood sensitivity. Implementing additional stress management during this phase, extra exercise, meditation, or relaxation practices, can reduce acne by controlling stress hormonal interactions. Sleep quality often decreases in the luteal phase due to progesterone effects. Prioritizing sleep during this phase through good sleep hygiene, potentially with earlier bedtimes, supports skin health. Understanding your cyclical acne pattern allows realistic expectations and strategic planning. Rather than being frustrated by predictable breakouts, you can anticipate them and proactively manage them. This empowerment often improves both skin outcomes and psychological well-being around acne. Guide 52, Acne Cosmetica, Product-Induced Acne and Ingredient Avoidance. Acne cosmetica specifically refers to acne triggered or worsened by cosmetic products. Understanding this condition and identifying problematic ingredients prevents wasted time and money on ineffective acne treatments when the actual problem is product-induced acne. Acne cosmetica differs from typical acne in that stopping the offending product often resolves it completely, whereas typical acne persists despite good skin care. This distinction is diagnostically important. If your acne improves dramatically after discontinuing a specific product, acne cosmetica was likely the cause. Common culprits in acne cosmetica include foundations, particularly heavy, silicone-based ones, primers, concealer, powders, sunscreen, and heavy moisturizers. These products can clog pores through their occlusive nature or irritating ingredients. Specific ingredients commonly triggering acne cosmetica include dimethicone, silicone oil, talc, isopropyl myristate, emollient, and certain botanical extracts that are irritating to acne-prone skin. Coconut oil, for example, is comedogenic for many acne-prone individuals despite being natural. Testing for acne cosmetica involves systematic elimination. If you suspect a product is causing acne, stop using it for 2 to 3 weeks and assess whether your acne improves. If it does, the product was likely responsible. Then reintroduce the product to confirm, though this re-triggers acne and can be frustrating. This elimination challenge approach definitively identifies culprit products. Non-comedogenic labeling helps identify acne-safe products, though labeling is not FDA regulated and varying definitions exist across brands. Non-comedogenic products are still not guaranteed safe for all individuals, but they're formulated to minimize pore clogging risk. For confirmed acne cosmetica, switching to acne-safe alternatives of the product category often resolves the issue. Switching to non-comedogenic foundations, powder-based makeup instead of cream-based, or lighter formulations often allows makeup use without acne worsening. Reading ingredient lists helps identify potentially problematic components. Becoming familiar with ingredients triggering your personal acne helps you avoid them. Some people maintain lists of problematic ingredients to check against when considering new products. Patch testing new products on a small area, behind your ear or on your jaw, before full face application helps identify problematic products before they cause widespread acne. This 1 to 2 week trial prevents wasting money on products that trigger acne. The relationship between acne cosmetica and other acne factors is important. Someone might have both hormonal acne, from internal factors, and acne cosmetica, from products. Addressing both simultaneously, using acne-safe products plus treating hormonal acne medically, provides the best outcomes. Makeup artists and dermatologists can recommend acne-safe product alternatives for people who require makeup professionally. Many professional-grade acne-safe makeup lines exist specifically for people needing makeup without triggering acne. Guide 53, Acne Mechanica, Friction and Pressure-Related Acne. Acne mechanica results from friction, pressure, or occlusion of skin and can be prevented through environmental and behavioral modifications. Understanding acne mechanica helps you prevent this preventable form of acne. Acne mechanica appears where friction or pressure occurs, under helmet straps, where backpack straps compress skin, where tight athletic equipment contacts skin, or where repetitive hand-face contact occurs. This acne is localized to pressure-bearing areas rather than distributed across the face. Friction from repetitive skin-on-surface contact, athletes rubbing faces on towels, workers constantly resting their faces on hands, can trigger acne through mechanical irritation and follicle disruption. Occlusion, trapping sweat and bacteria under non-breathable materials, creates ideal conditions for acne. Wearing tight, non-breathable clothing or equipment increases acne in that area. Prevention strategies include wearing loose, breathable clothing, ensuring athletic equipment is clean, using protective barriers, adhesive taping where possible, between skin and friction sources, and maintaining good hygiene in high-friction areas. Post-exercise hygiene is crucial for athletes. Showering immediately after exercise, changing into clean clothes, and cleansing areas where equipment contacted skin helps prevent friction acne. Some athletes find that using antiperspirant before exercise reduces sweat-related friction and bacterial growth. Hairstyles causing friction, tight braids, tight buns, can trigger acne on the scalp and forehead. Occasionally loosening hairstyles, using gentler hair-holding methods. Most retinization symptoms peak at weeks 2 to 4 and resolve by weeks 6 to 8. However, expecting this phase mentally prepares you to persist through it rather than discontinuing retinoids prematurely. Managing retinization involves strategic moisturizing. The sandwich method, applying retinoid, waiting 20 minutes, applying moisturizer, waiting a few minutes, then applying another thin moisturizer layer, significantly reduces retinization severity while maintaining efficacy. As your skin adapts over 8 to 12 weeks, you can gradually stop using the sandwich method, eventually applying retinoid directly to dry skin. Buffering retinoid strength temporarily by mixing it with moisturizer reduces irritation without substantially compromising effectiveness. Some experienced retinoid users eventually apply retinoids directly to skin for maximum strength, while others continue using the sandwich method indefinitely because it works well for them. There's no wrong approach. Use whatever maintains your skin health while providing desired results. Niacinamide effectively reduces retinoid irritation. Using niacinamide serum in the morning and retinoid at night doesn't provide the irritation-reducing effect. However, some evidence suggests applying niacinamide before retinoid, allowing niacinamide to dry, then applying retinoid on top, might reduce irritation slightly. This is controversial, with some experts suggesting niacinamide interferes with retinoid efficacy, while others dispute this. For most people, using niacinamide and retinoid at different times is the safest approach. Ceramide-rich moisturizers particularly well support retinoid use by maintaining barrier health during treatment. Using moisturizer specifically formulated with ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids alongside retinoids helps prevent excessive dryness and irritation. Combining retinoids with other actives requires careful sequencing. Retinoids should not be combined with AHAs, BHAs, or vitamin C initially. After 12+ weeks of stable retinoid use, you might carefully introduce another active on different nights. Many experienced users successfully use retinoid nightly and salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide on alternate mornings, but this requires well-adapted skin. Retinoid stability matters for effectiveness. Retinol degrades with light and air exposure. Products in opaque, airtight packaging remain stable longer than those in clear or non-airtight packaging. Storing retinoid products in cool, dark places preserves stability. Retinoids become less effective as they degrade, so proper storage extends product effectiveness and lifespan. Retinoid pulse dosing, using retinoids intensively for periods, then taking breaks, is a strategy some dermatologists recommend. The theory is that continuous daily use might cause adaptation, reduced effectiveness, while pulsing maintains efficacy. However, most retinoid experts recommend continuous daily use for consistent results. Occasional breaks for barrier repair are reasonable, but pulsing isn't necessary for maintaining retinoid effectiveness long-term. Combination retinoid protocols use multiple retinoids simultaneously for enhanced benefit. For example, using low-concentration tretinoin at night combined with retinol in the morning. However, this advanced approach requires very well-adapted skin and should only be attempted under professional guidance. It increases irritation risk and isn't necessary for most people. Pregnancy and retinoid use requires special consideration. Retinoids are teratogenic and should not be used during pregnancy. Women of childbearing potential using isotretinoin must use reliable contraception. Tretinoin used during pregnancy is controversial. Some studies suggest it's safe at prescribed topical doses where systemic absorption is minimal, while others recommend avoiding it. Discuss retinoid use with your obstetrician if planning pregnancy or pregnant. Adapting retinoid use seasonally may be beneficial. In winter, when skin is naturally drier, you might reduce retinoid frequency or concentration, or increase moisturizing support. In summer, if your skin tolerates it, you might increase retinoid frequency for more aggressive treatment. Signs of excessive retinoid use include severe dryness, persistent redness beyond the initial retinization phase, barrier compromise, or contact dermatitis. If you experience these, reduce frequency or concentration. There's no badge of honor for using the highest concentration or frequency if your skin is suffering. Optimal retinoid use maintains healthy skin while providing acne and anti-aging benefits. Guide 34. Sleep quality and acne, mechanisms, optimization strategies, and sleep-specific skincare. Sleep profoundly affects acne through multiple physiological mechanisms. Understanding sleep acne connections and implementing sleep optimization and sleep-specific skincare significantly improves acne. During sleep, your body undergoes restorative processes crucial for skin health. Growth hormone peaks during deep sleep, supporting skin repair and collagen production. Cortisol, the stress hormone, declines during sleep, reducing inflammation. Immune function is enhanced during sleep, supporting the body's ability to fight infection-causing bacteria. Cellular turnover occurs during sleep, with dead skin cells being replaced by new ones. All these processes directly support clear, healthy skin. Poor sleep disrupts these beneficial processes. Insufficient sleep, less than 7 hours nightly, increases cortisol, promotes inflammation, impairs immune function, and disrupts cellular turnover. The result is worsened acne within days of poor sleep. Many people notice acne worsening after only 1 or 2 nights of insufficient sleep, demonstrating sleep's direct acne effects. Sleep timing matters as much as sleep duration. Your body has a circadian rhythm, an internal clock regulating hormone release and physiological processes. Disrupted circadian rhythm, from shift work, irregular sleep schedules, or jet lag, worsens acne even if total sleep duration is adequate. Maintaining consistent sleep schedules, going to bed and waking up at the same times daily, optimizes circadian rhythm function and supports skin health. Sleep quality matters beyond duration. Fragmented sleep with frequent awakenings, even if total sleep time is adequate, compromises skin health. Poor sleep quality is associated with worse acne. Improving sleep quality requires addressing sleep disruptions through sleep hygiene optimization. Sleep position might influence acne through mechanical and bacterial mechanisms. Sleeping on your back avoids facial contact with pillows and your hands, reducing friction acne and bacterial transfer to your face. Sleeping on your side or stomach involves prolonged face pillow contact, increasing friction and bacterial exposure. However, changing sleep position is difficult if you're not accustomed to it. If you naturally sleep on your side or stomach, prioritize other acne management strategies rather than forcing an uncomfortable sleep position change. Pillowcase cleanliness significantly impacts acne. Dirty pillowcases accumulate bacteria, oil, and dead skin cells, all of which transfer to your face during sleep. Some dermatologists recommend changing pillowcases every 2 to 3 days for acne-prone individuals. Alternatively, sleeping on a clean towel over your pillowcase and changing the towel daily is effective and economical. Some people with severe acne benefit from silk or satin pillowcases, which create less friction and accumulate less bacteria than cotton. Bedroom temperature affects sleep quality. Warmer rooms increase perspiration, creating a moist environment promoting bacterial growth and acne. A cooler bedroom, around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, supports better sleep and reduces nighttime sweating. If your bedroom is too warm, using a fan or air conditioning improves both sleep quality and acne through multiple mechanisms. Humidity in the bedroom affects skin and sleep. Excessively dry air, from heating systems or dry climate, irritates skin and disrupts sleep. Excessively humid air promotes bacterial growth and acne. Moderate humidity, 30 to 50%, is optimal. Using a humidifier in dry climates or a dehumidifier in humid climates optimizes sleep environment and supports skin health. Light exposure, particularly blue light from screens, suppresses melatonin production, disrupting sleep timing and quality. Using devices before bed worsens sleep through this mechanism. Stopping screen use 30 to 60 minutes before bed improves sleep quality. Using blue light filters on devices if evening screen use is unavoidable provides some protection. Severe, extensive scarring might warrant multiple treatment types performed sequentially. Realistic expectations are essential. Most scars can be significantly improved but rarely completely eliminated. Even after multiple treatments, mild scarring typically remains. However, significant improvement is usually achievable with appropriate treatments. Guide 13: Face masks and professional facials for acne management. Face masks and professional facials supplement your daily skincare routine, providing concentrated treatments and professional expertise. Understanding various mask types and facial treatments helps you select appropriate options for your skin concerns. Clay masks absorb excess oil and impurities, making them ideal for oily, acne-prone skin. Green clay and kaolin clay are particularly effective. These masks draw out sebum, bacteria, and impurities from pores. Use clay masks 1 to 2 times weekly for 10 to 15 minutes on clean skin. Apply evenly, avoiding the eye area. As the mask dries, you'll feel slight tightening as oil is extracted. Rinse with lukewarm water and follow with moisturizer, as clay masks can be drying. Sheet masks infused with acne-fighting ingredients like salicylic acid, tea tree oil, or niacinamide provide targeted treatment and hydration simultaneously. Apply sheet masks to clean skin for 15 to 20 minutes, then remove and pat remaining serum into skin. Use 2 to 3 times weekly. Sheet masks are convenient, mess-free, and come in numerous formulations targeting specific concerns. Hydrating masks with hyaluronic acid, glycerin, or ceramides balance skin and prevent overdrying from acne treatments. These masks are essential if your acne treatment regimen is causing excessive dryness. Use hydrating masks 1 to 2 times weekly, particularly on days when you're using strong actives like retinoids or chemical exfoliants. Mud masks similar to clay masks draw impurities from pores while providing mineral content. Some formulations include additional active ingredients. Use similarly to clay masks, 1 to 2 times weekly for 10 to 15 minutes. Charcoal masks draw impurities from deep within pores. While popular, they can be overly drying. Use sparingly, perhaps monthly, if you have very oily skin. Avoid if your skin is dry or sensitive. Overnight masks are left on overnight and act as intensive treatments. Some are essentially very rich moisturizers, while others contain actives like retinol or acids. These work well for providing intensive treatment without time constraints. Apply as your final nighttime step and sleep with the mask on. Spot masks apply highly concentrated treatments to specific areas rather than your entire face. These are useful when some areas are more problematic than others. apply to clean skin and leave on as directed. Important mask principles. Never use multiple mask types on the same day. Choose one mask per skincare session. Always follow mask application with appropriate moisturizer, as masks can be drying. Start with masks once weekly, increasing frequency only as your skin demonstrates tolerance. Don't leave masks on longer than recommended. Longer application doesn't mean better results and risks overdrying. Masks are supplements to your core routine, not replacements for daily cleansing and treatment. Professional facials go beyond at-home masks, utilizing professional strength products, specialized equipment, and esthetician expertise. A typical acne-focused facial includes cleansing, exfoliation, extraction, treatment mask, and moisturizer application. The extraction component, professional removal of comedones, provides benefits impossible to achieve safely at home. Hydrofacial uses suction technology to extract impurities from pores without harsh manual extraction. A spiral tip applies suction while simultaneously infusing treatment serums. Hydrofacials provide immediate visible improvement, particularly for comedones. Most people see results after a single treatment, with cumulative benefits after 4 to 6 treatments performed monthly. Chemical peel facials use professional strength acids, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, or lactic acid, to exfoliate multiple skin layers. Superficial peels cause mild redness and slight flaking but require no downtime. Medium peels cause more significant exfoliation and require several days of recovery. Chemical peels improve acne, texture, and hyperpigmentation significantly. Monthly superficial peels or quarterly medium peels provide excellent results. Blue light therapy facials use specific light wavelengths to kill acne-causing bacteria. Blue light, around 415 nanometers wavelength, is particularly effective against Cutibacterium acnes. Treatments typically last 15 to 20 minutes. Most treatment plans include 6 to 8 sessions, sometimes combined with red light therapy for inflammation reduction. Blue light therapy is particularly valuable for those seeking non-chemical treatment or for bacterial acne resistant to other treatments. Microdermabrasion facials use fine crystals or a diamond tip to physically exfoliate skin. This removes dead skin cells, unclogs pores, and stimulates collagen production. Results are immediate visible skin smoothing. Regular microdermabrasion, monthly, maintains clear skin and improves texture. Oxygen facials infuse pressurized oxygen with serums deep into skin. While marketed aggressively, evidence for exceptional benefits is limited. However, many people report improved hydration and glow after oxygen facials. Dermaplane facials use a sterile blade to remove fine facial hair and dead skin cells. This provides exfoliation and hair removal simultaneously. Results are immediate, smooth, bright skin. However, dermaplane isn't appropriate for acne-prone or actively inflamed skin, as the blade can irritate lesions. Laser facials use laser technology for exfoliation, collagen stimulation, and targeted treatment of specific concerns. Fractional laser facials are gentler than full laser resurfacing and provide results with minimal downtime. Professional facials are most effective when combined with consistent home skincare. Monthly professional treatments combined with daily home routines yield better results than either approach alone. Professional treatments accelerate improvement and address concerns beyond what home treatments achieve. Frequency of professional facials depends on your skin concerns and treatment type. Most people benefit from monthly treatments initially, then maintenance every 4 to 8 weeks once acne clears. Discuss appropriate frequency with your esthetician or dermatologist based on your skin condition and treatment response. Professional facials can be expensive, but the results often justify the investment for moderate to severe acne or significant scarring. Many dermatology offices offer facials at reasonable costs compared to standalone aesthetic spas. Guide 14: Diet, Nutrition, and Lifestyle Changes for Clear Skin. While skincare products are essential for acne management, what you consume and how you live profoundly affects your skin. Understanding dietary and lifestyle factors allows you to address acne from internal and external angles simultaneously. High glycemic foods spike blood sugar rapidly. When blood sugar spikes, of those who do experience some acne recurrence, it's typically mild and easily manageable with topical treatments, a vast improvement from their initial severe acne. Isotretinoin's effectiveness is why it's considered the gold standard for severe acne. The trade-off of potential side effects is justifiable when dealing with acne severe enough to cause permanent scarring or significant psychological distress. However, isotretinoin is teratogenic, meaning it causes severe birth defects if taken during pregnancy. This is the primary reason for its strict regulation and monitoring requirements. Any woman of childbearing age must use 2 reliable contraception methods while on isotretinoin and for 1 month after stopping. Monthly pregnancy tests are mandatory. This requirement, while burdensome, has made isotretinoin a reasonably safe option when guidelines are followed. Isotretinoin requires enrollment in the iPledge program in the United States. This program mandates monthly office visits, monthly laboratory tests, and strict documentation of contraception use for women. Prescribers must be registered, pharmacies must be registered, and patients must comply with all requirements. While this oversight seems excessive, it exists to prevent the tragic scenario of a teratogenic medication being used during pregnancy. Typical isotretinoin dosing is 0.5 to 1.0 mg/kg daily, with cumulative dosing targets of 120 to 150 mg/kg for optimal outcomes. A person weighing 70 kilograms might receive 35 to 70 milligrams daily. Treatment duration typically lasts 4 to 6 months, depending on dosing and individual response. Higher cumulative doses correlate with lower relapse rates. Common side effects of isotretinoin include severe dryness affecting skin, lips, and mucous membranes. Lip dryness is nearly universal. Most patients require intensive lip balm use throughout treatment. Dry skin often requires frequent application of heavy moisturizers. These side effects, while uncomfortable, are manageable. Using a humidifier, applying moisturizer multiple times daily, using occlusive lip balms, and using artificial tears for dry eyes all help manage these effects. More serious potential side effects include birth defects, hence the strict contraception requirements, elevated liver enzymes, elevated triglycerides, requiring dietary management or medication, depression and mood changes, inflammatory bowel disease, and rare severe reactions. These serious side effects necessitate baseline laboratory testing, monthly laboratory monitoring, and careful symptom assessment. Any concerning symptoms should be reported to your dermatologist immediately. Depression and mood changes are particularly concerning. While actual isotretinoin-induced depression is rare, patients do report mood changes, and there's ongoing debate about causation versus correlation. Patients with personal or family history of depression should discuss this risk carefully with their dermatologist. Many dermatologists don't prescribe isotretinoin to patients with untreated depression or psychiatric conditions, or do so with additional psychiatric monitoring. Isotretinoin can cause temporary initial acne worsening, flaring, as sebaceous glands adjust and dead skin cells are shed. This flaring is temporary and can be managed with topical treatments or low-dose oral corticosteroids in severe cases. Muscle and joint pain occur in some patients, typically mild but sometimes bothersome. This side effect often improves with continued use or resolves after treatment stops. Who is an appropriate candidate for isotretinoin? Severe nodular acne with risk of scarring is the classic indication. Acne resistant to maximum dose oral antibiotics combined with topical retinoids for at least 3 to 4 months is another strong indication. Any acne causing significant psychological distress or affecting quality of life substantially is also appropriate. Recurrent acne after previous isotretinoin course might be retreated with isotretinoin, though some dermatologists reserve retreatment for specific circumstances. The process of obtaining isotretinoin involves consultation with a dermatologist willing to prescribe it, understanding all requirements and side effects, baseline laboratory testing, and enrollment in iPledge. For women, establishing contraception plan is necessary. Once established on isotretinoin, compliance with monthly visits and laboratory tests is mandatory. Noncompliance results in treatment discontinuation. Cost is a consideration. Isotretinoin itself is relatively inexpensive. The original brand Accutane is expensive, but generic isotretinoin is affordable. However, the required monthly visits and laboratory tests add significant cost. Insurance typically covers isotretinoin for severe acne, but coverage varies. Discussing cost with your dermatologist before starting is important. Results from isotretinoin are remarkable. Most patients experience dramatic acne improvement within 1 to 2 months, with near-complete clearance by 3 to 4 months. The persistence of results years after treatment completion is what makes isotretinoin special. Most other treatments require ongoing use for results to persist. Post-isotretinoin skin care involves using gentle products, as skin is often more sensitive after treatment. Many patients can use minimal skin care after isotretinoin, though some benefit from occasional retinoid maintenance to prevent any acne recurrence. Most patients can essentially stop acne-focused skin care and use only basic skin care and sunscreen. Isotretinoin should not be your first treatment. Attempting appropriate topical treatments, salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, retinoids, and potentially oral antibiotics for several months should precede isotretinoin consideration. However, if you have severe acne causing scarring risk or significant distress, don't suffer for years without considering isotretinoin. Discuss it with your dermatologist if you have severe, resistant acne. Guide 22, Oral Antibiotics for Acne, Types, Mechanisms, Resistance, and Long-Term Management. Oral antibiotics have been acne treatment staples for decades, effectively controlling moderate to severe inflammatory acne. Understanding antibiotic options, their effectiveness, the critical issue of antibiotic resistance, and appropriate usage patterns is essential for optimal acne treatment. Oral antibiotics treat acne through multiple mechanisms. First, they kill Cutibacterium acnes bacteria, reducing bacterial colonization in follicles. Second, at acne-treating doses, they have significant anti-inflammatory effects beyond their antibacterial properties. Third, they can reduce lipase production, an enzyme that increases sebum irritancy, decreasing acne inflammation. The combination of these effects makes antibiotics highly effective for inflammatory acne. Doxycycline is the most commonly prescribed oral antibiotic for acne. It's effective, relatively inexpensive, and generally well tolerated. Typical dosing is 100 mg once or twice daily. Doxycycline has additional anti-inflammatory effects beyond its antibacterial action, partly explaining its effectiveness for acne. However, doxycycline has notable drawbacks. It can cause photosensitivity, sun sensitivity, so strict sunscreen use is essential during treatment. It can cause esophageal irritation if not taken properly, requiring taking it upright with significant water and not lying down for 30 minutes afterward. Some women experience vaginal yeast infections due to disruption of normal bacterial flora. Birth control pill effectiveness can be reduced by doxycycline in some individuals, requiring backup contraception. Minocycline is an alternative tetracycline antibiotic with similar effectiveness to doxycycline. It's lipophilic, fat-soluble, allowing it to penetrate sebaceous glands well. Minocycline can cause blue discoloration of skin and mucous membranes with long-term use. While this is reversible upon discontinuation, it's an undesirable potential side effect. Minocycline also has slightly higher risks of drug-induced lupus and autoimmune hepatitis compared to doxycycline, though these are rare. Many dermatologists now prefer doxycycline over minocycline due to these considerations. Azithromycin is a macrolide antibiotic sometimes used for acne. It's taken at lower doses than typical infection-treating doses, 250 mg 3 times weekly. Azithromycin has strong anti-inflammatory effects. However, Cutibacterium acnes resistance to azithromycin is increasingly common, making it less reliable than tetracyclines. Azithromycin is often reserved for patients who cannot tolerate tetracyclines. Trimethoprim sulfamethoxazole, TMPSMX, is a combination antibiotic occasionally used for acne, particularly in patients who cannot tolerate tetracyclines. However, it's less effective than tetracyclines and has higher allergy rates, limiting its use. Isotretinoin can cause temporary initial acne worsening, flaring, as sebaceous glands adjust and dead skin cells are shed. This flaring is temporary and can be managed with topical treatments or low-dose oral corticosteroids in severe cases. Muscle and joint pain occur in some patients, typically mild but sometimes bothersome. This side effect often improves with continued use or resolves after treatment stops. Who is an appropriate candidate for isotretinoin? Severe nodular acne with risk of scarring is the classic indication. Acne resistant to maximum dose oral antibiotics combined with topical retinoids for at least 3 to 4 months is another strong indication. Any acne causing significant psychological distress or affecting quality of life substantially is also appropriate. Silicone oil, talc, isopropyl myristate, emollient, and certain botanical extracts that are irritating to acne-prone skin. Coconut oil, for example, is comedogenic for many acne-prone individuals despite being natural. Testing for acne cosmetica involves systematic elimination. If you suspect a product is causing acne, stop using it for 2 to 3 weeks and assess whether your acne improves. If it does, the product was likely responsible. Then reintroduce the product to confirm, though this re-triggers acne and can be frustrating. This elimination challenge approach definitively identifies culprit products. Non-comedogenic labeling helps identify acne-safe products, though labeling is not FDA regulated and varying definitions exist across brands. Non-comedogenic products are still not guaranteed safe for all individuals, but they're formulated to minimize pore clogging risk. Guide 61: Understanding acne in specific sports and athletic activities. Different sports expose athletes to different acne triggers. Understanding sport-specific acne patterns allows targeted prevention and management for athletes. Swimming exposes skin to chlorine and often tight, non-breathable swimwear. Chlorine is drying and irritating, worsening acne. Frequent swimmers often experience acne on face, chest, and shoulders. Prevention includes rinsing thoroughly after swimming, removing chlorine quickly through gentle cleansing, using moisturizer afterward to combat dryness, and wearing clean, breathable clothing after swimming. Contact sports, football, wrestling, rugby, involve friction, pressure from equipment, and contact with other players' skin and bodily fluids. Helmet friction often causes severe acne along helmet edges. Prevention includes ensuring equipment is clean, using protective barriers, adhesive tape, where possible, showering immediately after contact, and maintaining aggressive acne treatment during the season. Running and jogging cause profuse sweating and friction from clothing. Prevention includes wearing moisture-wicking, breathable clothing, showering immediately after exercise, cleansing sweat off before acne develops, and using lightweight, non-comedogenic sunscreen resistant to sweat. Cycling involves friction from tight cycling clothing and helmet wear. Prevention strategies similar to other sports apply. Weightlifting and resistance training involve pressure from equipment, sweat, and friction. Focusing on cleanliness of equipment, showering immediately after workouts, and changing into clean clothes prevents sweat-related acne. Yoga and other activities with face-on-mat contact, yoga, Pilates, certain exercises, can cause acne if mats aren't clean. Using personal mats, washing them regularly, and avoiding touching your face during exercise helps. General athletic acne prevention across all sports includes showering within 1 to 2 hours after exercise, not wearing sweat-soaked clothing longer than necessary, cleansing face, neck, and areas covered by equipment, using clean towels, maintaining aggressive acne treatment during athletic seasons when acne tends to worsen. Working with dermatologists familiar with athletic acne helps develop sport-specific prevention and treatment plans. Some athletes benefit from temporary treatment intensification during seasons when their sport-specific acne triggers are highest. Guide 62: Acne treatment during immunosuppression and immune compromise. Immunosuppressed individuals, those with HIV, on immunosuppressive medications, with certain diseases, experience altered acne patterns and treatment responses. Managing acne in immunocompromised individuals requires special considerations. Severe acne with unusual presentations can indicate immune compromise in some contexts. If acne is unusually severe, doesn't respond to standard treatments, or has atypical features, immune status should be assessed. Immunosuppression can paradoxically worsen or improve acne depending on the specific immune alteration. HIV infection, particularly with low CD4 counts, is associated with worse acne and unusual presentations. Improving immune function through antiretroviral therapy often improves acne. Immunosuppressive medications, for transplant, autoimmune disease, or other conditions, sometimes worsen acne through various mechanisms. Managing acne in immunosuppressed individuals requires careful coordination with prescribers to avoid interactions and ensure appropriate acne treatment. Live bacterial vaccines are contraindicated in immunosuppressed individuals. This limits probiotic supplement options in severely immunocompromised people to non-viable probiotics, postbiotics, fermented foods. Isotretinoin should be used cautiously or potentially avoided in severely immunocompromised individuals due to risks of severe side effects and reduced healing capacity. However, isotretinoin can be used in mildly immunocompromised individuals with appropriate monitoring. Standard topical acne treatments are generally safe in immunocompromised individuals, though infection risk from acne lesions might be higher. Aggressive acne management is particularly important to minimize infection risk. Professional dermatology care coordinated with immunology or HIV specialists optimizes acne management in immunocompromised individuals. This coordination ensures acne treatment doesn't interfere with immunosuppressive therapy. Guide 59, Acne Prevention in Acne-Prone Individuals, True Primary Prevention. True primary prevention prevents acne from developing in susceptible individuals before breakouts occur. While this doesn't apply to those already experiencing acne, understanding prevention helps younger individuals or those with family history prevent severe acne. Risk factors for developing acne include family history, strong genetic component, male sex, higher baseline androgens, and adolescent/young adult age. Individuals with all three risk factors have highest acne development risk. Primary prevention strategies include skincare routines starting in early adolescence, gentle cleansing, sun protection, use of non-comedogenic products, education about acne triggers and prevention, stress management techniques learned early, healthy diet emphasizing whole foods, adequate sleep, limiting skin trauma, not picking at skin, avoiding aggressive products. Non-comedogenic product selection starting early prevents product-induced acne. Teaching teenagers to evaluate skincare products and cosmetics prevents years of unnecessary acne from products. Early intervention at first signs of acne prevents progression to severe acne. Starting mild treatments, salicylic acid cleanser, at the very first breakout